Hey everyone, this is Seb, and today we're playing Batman. And you might be going now, hey Seb, didn't you play Batman just the other day on the NES? And my answer to that is yes, I did. But this time we're playing it on the Commodore 64, which is made by Ocean and is quite a bit different. And it is the game that I really played when it comes to Batman games back in the day. I did play the NES game, but only briefly because I rented it. It kicked my ass, I took it back and never really looked back until some years later when I got it again. But yeah, I did play this one a ton back in the day and I really enjoyed it. It's not per se better than the NES version, it's different. And if we were talking about playability and more fun, then I would have to give that to the NES version. But this one is still fairly interesting, I think. So we can see who made this game, who worked on the graphics and the sonics? Yeah, sonics it says. Yeah, there he is. Because everything had to end on an X, because that was awesome back in the day. You know, you had to be cool. Later it became Z. And yeah, Zack helped out too with the leftover bits, like programming and such, I imagine. Although on Commodore 64, even when making music and graphics, you have to do a decent bit of programming. So yeah, one thing this game is better in is that it actually has a score table, so it makes the score kind of relevant. Of course, no one really cares about that anymore, but yeah, still weird that the NES version has score, but not a score table. You can play with either sound effects or music. Unfortunately, you can't play with both. However, with the power of editing, we can. At least you should be hearing music now, as I will edit in that later. And we also have these sound effects, which are kind of meager, but you know, I figured we'd have that anyway. Anyway, this is one thing the game really differs from the NES version. This one actually follows the plot of the movie fairly well. We're going to the Axis chemical plant to face Jack Napier, to stop him. Of course, he's not the Joker yet. But we will make him into that in just a bit. One note, I am going to cheat. Actually, I already am cheating. It's one of the wonderful things for these Commodore 64 games. They're almost all cracked nowadays. So there is a trainer in here and I've used the code for infinite lives. Because, yeah, this game is really freaking hard and cheap, and death is death, you can't continue. You have to start the entire game all over again. And this would drive me absolutely mad back in the day, because I had this game on a tape recorder, on tape I should say, so it had to load in a tape recorder, and I'm not sure if you have ever done that yourself, but believe me, that takes ages, and those guys you want to kind of avoid because they are a pain in the ass. Those grenades hurt pretty badly. But yeah, I had this on a tape, and tapes take about 15 minutes to load. And you also had to load each level. That was a bit of a shorter load, but still, you know, like 2 to 5 minutes of loading time for level to load. And imagine you getting to level 2, you die, and you have to load level 1 again. Great. Then you finish level 1, you have to load level 2, you die again, back to level 1. Yeah, most time spent on games back in the day were on loading times. They sucked. One thing you can do is hook up with your grappling hook and lower you down so you can avoid falling damage, because this is one of the earliest games I know of that has falling damage. If you fall too far, Batman will die, and we don't want that, of course. And be careful with those droplets, because they hurt a lot. Same for the steam. You can also throw batarangs. Not boomerangs, because these don't come back. These are the typical batarangs. And we should be safe here. Yep, there we are. And when someone walks into Batman, they immediately die because Batman is such a badass. Just his mere presence kills people, or at least the goons. So yeah, Batman is real badass. Who knew? Let's get rid of him and lower ourselves down. Alright. And the life bar is actually in the upper part of the screen. It's Batman's face. Ow. Ow. And as you get hit, it slowly transforms into the Joker's face. It's kind of a weird mechanic, really. Kind of creepy, actually. But, oh well, it works. It does its thing. Batman can also, of course, climb stairs, but you know, he's Batman. He doesn't need freaking stairs. He can just jump and climb up ledges himself. That's way more Batman style. Come on, who needs stairs? Stairs are for sillies. And we can swing across. Be careful when swinging across. If you swing across and you hit a wall, you're pretty much dead. Because that hurts like a real bitch. Let's lower down. Oh, actually, I think we want to go over here and actually fall down over here. I think. Let's see if I'm correct. Yeah. See, if we have fallen down over there on the right, we would have died. I'm still remembering some things. It's been a while since I've played this. I have made one short... Crap, I'm dead. Test run. But yeah, it's been a real while since I played this through. And it's a real hard game to play. But we should be fine with infinite lives, I hope. Luckily, when you die, you don't have to play through the entire level again. There are checkpoints, so that's great. However, if you die again quickly after a checkpoint, then it sends you back to the checkpoint before that, which is kind of a dick move, but oh well. No, actually you can just drop down, I think. And then take out this guy. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. Well, Batman at least send them flying as he hits them. Still takes some of your life as well though, so it's not the best way to deal with them, but oh well. Okay, and we just avoided that droplet, which is nice, because yeah, those droplets and the steam really hurt for some odd reason. But then again, this is a chemical plant, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. Sometimes it's kind of hard to spot when and where you can grapple on, since the screen hasn't scrolled far enough yet. Can we get up there, please? There we go. For some reason, it wouldn't let me. Okay, so upwards we go to meet Jack. He should be close by. I don't think it's too far. Levels are kind of big, but yeah, there he is. That's Jack. Just one hit and down he goes into the acid pool. And now, of course, we have made the Joker. And I don't know why his name is spelled kind of weird like that, but oh well. Let's press spacebar and move on to level 2, which is quite different actually. Now we're in the Batmobile chase, and yeah, I think the NES version really missed out, because you know, it's a Batman game. You need some Batmobile stages. Although this one isn't the most fun one, I do appreciate a change of pace. Basically, you want to avoid traffic and hit the fire button as the turn comes up which you want to go to, and we need to race to the Batcave with Vicky Vale, of course, which is also a scene from the movie. I really like that they used scenes from the movie and translated that into the game. It's not the most engaging thing, and this is actually kind of hard, because when hitting cars it will cost you energy, and there's also a very, very tight time limit on this. So I hope I can make it in one go, and if you die here you do actually have to play through the entire level again. Come on, get rid, Blueberry. Out of the way. I wanna... Ow, come on. Because I would like to do this in one try. Come on, out of the way. And we're almost dead now. Crap. And yeah, the Batmobile is kind of weird, because it can make a 180 by just going the other way, which is kind of weird. But oh well, the Batmobile is that awesome, I suppose. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of finicky how it won't register your fire button press, so you have to kind of wiggle your way through the turns. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Not sure how it works exactly. And we can't get hit anymore, so I need to be really careful. And that's probably gonna be a problem. Come on! Luckily when you turn then you are invulnerable. Okay, so this is the final stretch. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it because we are almost dead and the time is almost up, so that's kind of sucking. Get away from me! Oh yeah, we made it. Awesome! So yeah, as you can imagine, that's quite frantic, and when you don't have infinite lives, not a fun stage to lose on. Anyway, now it's on to the Batcave, which is kind of a puzzle section to, you know, really make it different once again. So let's hit space and let's analyze some of the cosmetics, which again is from the movie, and I really like that they use scenes from the movie. Basically, it's kind of a mastermind thing. You want to find the 3 items that are correct, and there were 2 in there. Okay, so these 2 are the correct ones, and we just need to find 1 more. We got kind of lucky there. There we are, 3, so that's not too hard. And yeah, that's basically it for level 3. I suggest we leave here, and I'll join you guys back with the next video in which we take on stages 4 and 5. So thank you all for watching and see you next time. Later.